Hey guys, welcome back to the Libra of Souls, the character creation story. So I spent some of my money to get soul points, and so soul points are ways you can unlock armor and stuff like that. But yeah, alright, so let's get this started. We stopped off at a village along our way, hoping to find some information on Yangguang and gathered supplies. Tavern keeper, welcome. You do not look well at all, Joey. Eat heartily, get some fire in your belly. Who knows what awaits us on the road ahead? A true warrior must be fully prepared to fight at all times. So in other words, I won't complain if you want to order a feast. We intend to go to Yangguang, but we heard things are out there. Do you know anything? At the mention of Yangguang, the shopkeeper's smile slipped. I hear that things there are quite bad. A number of people were attacked, and when they caught the culprit, it turned out to be one of the townspeople gone mad. Soon more and more people began acting strangely. The killing resumed, the bodies began to pile up. That's when the panic started. You wouldn't think it now, but it used to be the most prosperous town in the area. Some of its residents have even fled here to our tiny hamlets. It was worse than I expected. Was that an astrofisher responsible? My fear for our own safety grew steadily stronger. I tried to reassure myself that he's capable of looking after himself. I hear the area around Yangguang is teeming with mad townsfolk who butcher anyone they can find. I say this is your own safety. Turn back. Your concern is appreciated, but my friend here has no intention to turn tail. Isn't that right? I nodded to the grinning Mitsurugi, but unease swelled in my stomach. The sharp pain in my head showed no sign of letting up either. He has come just as I expected. Because of the astrofisher, I assume. How should we respond? It is too soon to act. Stay your head. He may be Azrael's creature, and you say we should merely stand by. You disapprove of my decision. Tracking Azrael is our priority. Besides, he seems to be heading to Yangguang. We can assess the threat there. Understood. Very well. Are you okay? You look terrible. Well, Yangguang isn't much farther. We can rest when we get there. What's that? Help! Man was running towards us from the distant direction, but the direction of the town. He seems to be terrified. He's gonna kill me. Help! I don't want to die. A dark figure appeared behind the man, moving with preternatural speed. In the blink of an eye, the figure mercilessly struck down the defensive man. Ow! Fuck! Then the dark figure noticed us. Waves of fury of bloodlust sent a sickening chill down my spine. Without hesitation, I readied my weapon. Hoorah! Horan. And that's when I realized it was Horan. Something was very wrong. His eyes glowed like embers. His face was twisted into a smirching snarl. Blood covered his tainted clothes, barely concealing bulging muscles, which looked more like those of a monster than well-trained fighter. There was no trace of Haran's calm demeanor and ready smile, but it was, without a doubt, him. Gah, you! His voice was a bestial growl. A mad grin broke across his face as he licked the blood from his weapon. He stared at me for a long moment, then turned and ran towards Yonggong. So that's one of those mad townsfolk, huh? Vicious. The man Saran's motor lay still before me. I couldn't believe what I just seen. What's wrong? A lot. Still in shock, I explained everything to Mr. I see. As a friend, you wish to help him, right? That may not be possible. I have fought many of warriors in my time, so I could tell he's gloried in that kill. If he's that far gone, I doubt we'll be able to reason with him. He might be beyond our help. What had happened to Haran? I thought back to what Zazamal had told me. Many malfasted lose all sense of reason, become violent, and attack people. Astral fishes exude a massive amount of force that will either destroy anyone weak who dares approach it, or turn them into a malfasted. It was likely that Haran had been transformed into a malfasted by the astral fisher in Yonggong. While I stood there lost in thought, a young man appeared and approached us. Excuse me, do you know my brother by any chance? Wow, his brother, his twin brother. He must be here talking about Haran. Looking closer, I saw that the young man had the look of a martial artist to him. My name is Hayu, that murderer Haran. He's my brother. Hayu knelt down next to the corpse of the man from town. He's become something terrible. After a silent prayer, Hayu slowly stood up. Yunguang is fright with danger. Come with me. I tried, but I could not stop Haran. So, I have a favor I need to ask you. Judging by his stride, Haran was injured. Nevertheless, he appeared filled with determination. Please forgive me for interrupting your journey. I asked him what happened to Haran. After my brother returned from his journey, how can I explain it? It all began when he volunteered to inspect an unusual rift that had appeared. Apparently, he'd seen something similar on his travels. That was where everything started to go wrong. With each passing day, my brother began acting stranger and stranger. He started to speak crudely and grew needlessly violent. Then one day, he just left. We trained together all the time, but I was too scared to do anything at first. After that, well, you saw it for yourself. He became a monster. Soon, many others became like Haran, and they began slaughtering each other. However, none could match my brother's martial prowess. I never thought I'd see his training used for such evil. For a short while, we all fell silent. Then Hayu looked at me, his eyes filled with determination. I practically worshipped my brother. He was always so noble, kind, and strong. He would help anybody who needed it, without hesitation. That's why I wish to stop him now. I beg you, kill him, end his suffering. Haru's injury was no doubt affecting his ability to fight, but his will remained strong. I searched hard for any way, but be it through medicine, magic, anything, but every road led to failure, and nothing could be helped. None of Yungongs who suffered the same fate as my brother could be brought back either. Hayu's expression was filled with pain, but his grim acceptance of the situation only served to emphasize the strength of his resolve. There may still be a way. In Lingsheng Shu, when my brother and I studied, people spoke of a legendary old man who knew how to resist this evil. But the stories about him were always vague, and besides, it would take many a day simply to reach the temple. None of this is easy for me. However, if nothing is done, Yangguang will become a ghost town, and brother's sins are already too many. If he were in my position, he'd do the same thing. His voice trembled slightly when he spoke. Thank you again for agreeing to help. It must be fate for an acquaintance of my brother's to show up during these dark times. For I, so young, they seemed filled with exceptional resolve. I knew that I, too, would have to prepare myself for what lays ahead. I ran. Oh, that's not wrong. He led us into the forest where he said he would find Haran. Here, this is where my brother and I used to train. The forest was eerily quiet, however I could feel unfriendly eyes following our every move. Girl, you came. Haran stepped out from the shadows. Draw your weapon. I thirst for blood. Haran's breathed erratically like a possessed beast, and his eyes were filled with an insatiable bloodlust. He was ready to attack at any moment. Haran, stop all this already, please. Hayu, give it up. You cannot stop me. I was both shocked and sad to see Haran had become, as I asked how a warrior like him could lose control like this, and he froze. I may have looked like a decent human being, but I always knew that was not so. A dark shadow dwelled in my heart. I wanted to become like this, to crave the sight of blood, to know the ecstasy of tearing into flesh. These were the ravings of a madman. I trained my body and my mind to keep the darkness within from escaping. But the stronger I've become, the stronger the conflict within me grew. Why did I seek strength? Why? Why? I knew why. Haran readied his weapon, then let out a terrifying howl. Do you think yourself a true warrior? Then prove it. Show me your darkness that lurks inside you. It's pretty intense. Pretty intense. I'm enjoying it. It's really, really good. Really cool. I wish there was voices saying this stuff.
Battle 1.
Instead of me saying this stuff. Oh, okay. Wow, fuck you, dude.
Battle
shit. Damn.
Gotcha. See you in hell. Just watch. You just like KO.
Around lays on the floor defeated, my head throbbed and the world spun. I wasn't sure if it was because of the adrenaline or the influence of the astral chaos. I had to decide what to do about her on. Despite everything, I couldn't bring myself to kill him. Joe. As long as there was hope, I had to try to save him. Carrying the unconscious around, we made our way to Ron's retreat. I saw when I get to the fissure, I'm gonna die.
Your soul resonates with the light.
Don't look at that scale. It's gonna go back and forth. The road to Lingshan is long. We should prepare well. This fool could go wild again at any moment. Perhaps we should tie him up. Smart. Her help me prepare the journey ahead. Even Mishirugi did his part. I left the retreat to find horses. My head throbbing with pain, I thought about Yingzhong. Heading to Lingshan meant giving up on the astral fissure. Suddenly I heard a voice behind me. What do you intend to do with the outsider? A man dressed in black was standing within striking distance. I haven't even noticed him approach. This is not for you to know. Let's make a deal. I have medicine that will temporarily suppress the evil gnawing at the heart of this insider. It is yours if you agree to meet me at a place of my choosing after you finish your task. This medicine will only suppress the evil temporarily. It cannot restore the outsider to what he was. When you have done what you must do, head west to Korirana. You'll find a ruined castle. What you seek lies there. Oh, and come alone. Do you not understand that you are but one of many who seek it? Make haste. With those final words, the man simply vanished. What am I seeking? Can now employ the service of Yingzhong Recruitment Agency. There you will find a wide selection of mercenaries you can hire for gold. If you run into a difficult mission, consider employing the service of a mercenary. Mercenaries are NPCs that can help you on the mission. A contracted mercenary will fight in the place of the player for one mission. Contracting a mercenary before starting a mission. Press option, select mercenary, and then select the character you wish to use. The mercenary will fight your opponents before you. If they win, you will beat the mission. However, if you lose, you will have to fight as normal. You can supply mercenaries with weapons and food you have collected. This lets you put weapons that don't match your style to good use. Sweet. Wizards can only be equipped with weapons that match their own style. Weapons equipped by mercenaries are returned to players at the end of the mission. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, the pictures don't match what weapon they have at all. How much are these people? 700. Did I recruit her? The major empire is on power partnership. Cool. The major empire was known far and wide as a center of trade. Once at the height of its wealth and power, it was even built a grand fleet that sailed as far as Africa. However, the empire was now a shadow of its former glory. It was once bustling hard, but now it lays still and silent. Get your hands off of me. I haven't smuggled anything. I recognize that voice. It was that Thomas, the merchant. Petty official. I'm gonna need some proof. You can give me a little something to show me you mean well. Then maybe I won't arrest you. Give you something? Ah, you want me to bribe you? Keep your voice down, you idiots. Oh god, did he just get hit? The guard bound Thomas and began to beat him with the butts of the spears, and I had to stop them. You will die. She looks funny. Oh my god, that kick did a lot of damage. Oh.
What's that?
Nice combos. Nice guard, in fact. Dead. Wow. Wow. Okay, okay, can you stop? Wow. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, stop. Wow, I'm dead. Ow, bro. Wow, they just wrecked the shit out of me.
Is here to rest.
That was also because I was trying to do kicks, but she's gonna get wrecked by him. I lied, just kidding.
Not over. Not over.
Oh, I almost had that kick. She almost died in one match. Get back. How do they fucking hit me? Okay, okay. Wow, I went back into it. That was that. What the fuck? How? I'm dead. Oh my god, look at my health. Good. If you deny me, then you defy the Ming Empire itself. What's all the commotion over here? Your Excellency, what are you doing here? Excuse me, good sir. These officers were just trying to get me to bribe them. You fools, my dear travelers. Allow me to offer my deepest apologies for the troubles you've been caused. Oh, no need to apologize. This sort of thing happens all the time. Looks like you saved me again, friend. This is the perfect opportunity to pay you back for your help. that fatal day, just as I promised. I've got something real special here that you're bound to like. Thomas produced a small bundle of pressed into my hand. Go on, take it, it's yours. You know, could still use your help. Truth be told, I'm looking to get into the tea business, and the market's just taking a huge hit. I'd like to buy up as much as I can now while the price is still low. Wow, I can really corner the market with these much. I'm going to be swimming in profit. Thomas left in high spirits, laughing joyfully and beaming in delight. Thomas acquired nutmeg, high quality agave, ginger tunic. Things just back in Yoga, it seemed as life was beginning to return to normal. The people were finally starting to recover from the tragedy. Who are you, huh? What are you doing? I heard a voice coming from an alleyway ahead, and it sounded like trouble. A man dressed like a merchant came running out one moment later. His sight, formed and hesitant gait, made it clear he was not the source of any violence. Oh, thank goodness. A warrior, please save me. The bushes moved to cower behind me just as the masked man stepped out of the alley. I found a weapon pointed at me. Hand him over, or you'll regret it. Why do I always want to fight? Why can't we solve this with all words? No need for violence.
Battle 1. Fight!
Oh, nice stab. Ooh, that combo though.
Battle 2. Fight! It's time to begin.
Oh, got it. Oh, you're a great depth. Please, let me make it up to you somehow. Give me all the money you have. Just kidding. The man introduced himself as Zion, and led me to a tea house by the waterway. My family business is connecting mercenaries with clients. We also help find people, bodyguards, and the like. To cut to the chase, we're not exactly legitimate, so we're operated front to keep our more lucrative business out of sight. And just so you know, we're called the Five Rings. We run the city, or at least we used to. Sakyan signed and shipped out his tea. In our line of work, violence is only natural, right? Well, Our syndicate is accustomed to dealing with it and pretty good at dishing it out too. But recently my father Kong Wang disappeared. Kong Wang, a name I was familiar with. That's what I was saying. I think I remember that name. As you can probably guess by looking at me, I'm not one for fighting, so I don't command the respect that my father did. Since he went missing, my men have been deserting in droves. It seems like Sam would never stop complaining, so I interrupted by asking about the masked man. Oh, he's one of the Silver Tigers, that Lin Payne's gang. They run our town a few days' journey from here, and they have a real grudge against my father. They'll take any chance they can get to cause trouble. I know they still got plenty of tricks in store for us, but I'm glad you were here to foil them today. Thanks again. Sean smiled at me. Certainly didn't act like the heir of a powerful crime family. I couldn't help but feel worried about him. I felt a connection between us, at least because of Kong Wang, and decided to check up on him again if the opportunity presents itself.
Your soul surges in your body.
Preparations complete, all that is left was a departure. Haran was silent. The medicine had put him into some sort of deep slumber. Mitsurugi, hey Joey, are you telling the news? No, according to Mitsurugi, the chaos in Yangshu had abated. I've been staying in Yangguang. The ship should leave from Japan eventually. It seemed this was where Mitsurugi and I would part ways. I want to go with you, but with this injury, please help my brother. Hayu shows us off as we left for Ling Shangsu. So long, Joy, until we meet again. Safe journey and take care. So I'm all alone. No one there beside me, but you gotta have friends. Last one, and I'm gonna get off. I'll end the episode and I'll get off. Highway guard. Hey, stop there. You came from Yunguang, right? Everyone leaving Yunguang must submit to a thorough investigation. What's that you have there? Show me at once. Before I had a chance to protest, the soldier ripped open the cloth, revealing Quran. What the? Master Ron? What did you do to him? You'll pay for this season! I didn't do shit! Oh, happy days when Jesus walked.
Battle 1. Fight!
Time to die.
Battle 2. Fight!
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Oh. Got him. Damn you, you're too strong. In an attempt to calm the soldiers, I told him I was a friend of Hayu's. I explained what happened to Iran and what I was hoping to do. So, he's not dead? It's all so hard to believe, but you're right. He has a pulse. Master Iran taught me martial arts. Hayu's a friend too. The soldier was quiet for a while, then nodded slightly and put away his sword. Okay, I believe you. You can go. Master Iran's fate is in your hands. No shit. I was trying to save him like a while ago until you stopped me. What in the actual hell? Hey you're one that was going to toe-to-toe with the official here, aren't you? That was quite a crippling performance. Thank you. The man approached me appeared to be a peddler from Korea. He described himself as an avid spectator of martial arts, traveling the lands in search of famous training halls as he sold his wares along the way. I'm not really the fighting type myself, you see, which is why I have so much respect for those with power. I may not be the one to judge, but you seem much stronger than the master of the famous Dujang in my hometown. Actually, that might be interesting. Why not go a few rounds with them? The merchant told me about the Xinyangs, a family located just beyond the gates of Jiushan. His hometown in Korea, currently master of the Dujing, was Han Muyong, hailed by those who knew him as a god among martial artists. His family had earned the trust of the king and were known as the greatest martial artists in the country. There's not a soul in that town who doesn't know that family. They're the best of the best. It wouldn't be easy to beat them, but you're clearly no pushover either, so it should be a good fight. If you're up to it, head over to Xinjiang. Which I chuckled as he bid farewell and went his way. I'm gonna do these, and then I'll end it. I was strolling along the harbor, gazing out at the peaceful sea, when I heard a growling coming from one of the piers. Old man, give me that map already. You should not be eager for death. Shut up already, unless you want to take the map off your corpse. I searched for sources of the shouting and saw a large, bowling man threatening an older gentleman. It seemed that the burly man had noticed me, and he turned to glare in my direction. Who are you? Are you looking for a treasure too, huh? No. Please, young one, move along. You shouldn't get involved with this man, or me. The elderly gentleman seemed surprisingly calm, but I couldn't let this ruffian threaten a defenseless old man. I readied my weapon. Why do I always gotta fight people? It's like, alright, calm down.
Battle 1. Fight!
Your opponent has reduced attack power, and you knock each other. Oh my god. The knocking power is huge. Fuck you, dude. Can you stop? Wow. That was a close one. Oh yeah, I forgot it does a huge ass knockback. Oh, wow.
So perfect. Poor baby. How's this? This time.
Holy shit, he went flying.
Try again.
Oh god.
How's this? It's time.
Damn, nice. Okay, okay. Relax, relax. Damn you! I'll remember this. You hear me? You'll get what you're coming to ya. The man fled into the town, cursing me as he went. Thank you, young one. I tend to get harassed by scoundrels like him quite often because of, well, you aren't interested in that. Normally I let them scream and shout, then turn the tables on them if they grow violent. I asked the old man why people were after him. A long time ago, my friends and I braved an ancient ruin in search of fabulous treasure. The price I paid for my foolish courage was my leg and the lives of all my friends. The curse of that horrible place took them all. Even though I escaped with my life, the curse hounds me still. Often greedy fools come to me and demand the map. I hope that they can claim the ruin's riches. The pained grimace of the man's face spoke of the horrors he had seen. I know better than anyone the terrible fate that awaits all who go to the accused place. I would not wish it upon anyone, even men like the one that just chased us. That you just chased off, however. The old man studied me thoughtfully, exhausting the pain were ached into the lines of his face, but a furious resolve burned in the depths of his eyes. It is time. He reached into his coat and withdrew an old, raggy parchment. He held it out, offering it to me. Take it. We've only just met, but my adventurous instinct is telling me that you are one that is destined to have it. And once I guarantee you're safe, even if the tales of treasure are true. However, I'm tired, so very tired. I want to see this in the hands of one strong enough to bear it and forget everything that happened. With that, the old man turned and slowly staggered off towards the end of the pier. A cursed ruin and hidden treasure. It all sounds so impossible. Still, something told me that I must pursue this mystery, wherever it led. Sorry. Thieves have been stealing from the Black Pepper farm, and I accepted a quest to apprehend them. I waited quietly and field for hours before I held several sets of footprints approaching. As I stood up to the challenge, then one suddenly attacked me from behind. You will die.
Battle 1. Fight!
Is that all?
Too slow!
Oh, yep, that is too slow. Jesus Christ. No!
Battle 2. Fight!
Begin. Take this.
Final battle. Fight.
Fuck down. Oh. Oh, nice kick. Oh god.
See you in hell. Just watch. You test KO.
I delivered the thieves to the farm's owner. They were, in fact, laborers who had worked there. The owner was clearly pleased and gave me a generous amount of expensive spice. The old man. The map of the old man instructed me to point into a forest deep inside which were the cursed ruins were a treasure hid. By the time I arrived at the forest edge, though, the day had already grown dark. As soon as I entered the forest, I felt like I was being watched. That feeling only grew as I followed the map towards the ruins. Suddenly, my watchers revealed themselves. My watchers. I held my lantern up and countless skeletons came into view, shuffling their way towards me through the trees. Some of them looked ancient while others seemed quite fresh. I sensed this familiar evil emanating from the shambling corpse. This must be the curse that old man had mentioned. With every moment that passed, more skeletons gathered around me. I needed to destroy them before I was completely surrounded. Damn. She got wrecked. Thought she was supposed to be good. Wow. fuck out of here. Get wrecked. How long I fought, I couldn't say. When the last skeleton fell, the sky was already glowing with the light of dawn. I blinked, realizing the ruins I saw were right before me. Exhausted, I dragged myself forward, following the flight of stairs downward into the earth. The stairs led down a vast chamber. I cast my light around the room, revealing a terrifying brow covering the entirety of one massive wall. A mural showed a figure standing proudly atop the mountain of corpse, holding a massive axe with a single eye embedded in it. Jesus Christ. Countless bizarre symbols were carved everywhere, each of them emitting the dark energy of the skeletons above had. After alternating gleamed in the center of the chamber, surrounded by ancient vases, I tried lifting one and found it would be extremely heavy. I broke open the vase sealed to find it stuffed to the brim with jewels and gold. So many have came seeking the vast fortune, had paid for it with their lives. The old man had made it out alive, but he was forever changed. I began to feel the malevolent weight of this place press upon me. Thinking of the army of dead and this disturbing morale, I know why the old man had said he just wanted to forget it all.
Your soul surges in your body.
Cool, cool. Amphibious Helider? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna end there. We're gonna go back to here. And that will be all for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, had a good time. Hope to see you in the next one. You all have a good time, or whatever, day, night. We all have a good time. I will see you in the next one. Alright, bye.